the Sabre's Project 01 Obi-Wan Kenobi chassis. This is the USB-C version, which will be the standard version. An RCP version will also be available, which utilizes the standard 2.1 millimeter recharge port. Also note this particular chassis is using the upgrade kit to allow 24 or 28 millimeter speakers using a speaker pod and speaker pogo pin set. The first step is to take the bottom half of the hilt, line it up and slide it in. You'll see there's actually rails here. Slide it along the rails. Once it's there, take the upper half of the hilt and gently slide it on. You will note that it might stop right about here, but if you just give it a gentle nudge, it will go all the way in. Never force it, however. You may need to loosen your buttons up a little bit, and boom. Next, attach the Covertech wheel. Next, insert the speaker pod. In this case, it's a 28 millimeter speaker. Finally, the pommel cap. You will note that I'm using the non-vented pommel cap in this scenario, and that's because there are vents here along the handrail, and I found the sound resonance has a deeper bass coming out of this section rather than the end of the speaker. Is it a little bit quieter? Just a tiny bit quieter. It's well worth it. It's still nice and loud with deep bass, not too loud. And there you have it. Now to remove, start here. Remove the Covertech clip. Loosen your buttons a little bit and gently slide the outer sleeve off. Then you can flip the kill key switch. And place it back on. Charging port is real easy to get to. You just need to take off the Covertech wheel, place it down like this, and insert your USB-C cable. This is also for data upload for your configs. So you will not be using the micro SD at all from this point forward. And never over tighten.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
Look at the light coming through there. It's awesome. This was designed for ProffieBoard. However, Will over at Divinian Customs has designed a CFX version as well, which we can provide. So this is why you will not be using the micro SD port with this configuration, because the USB-C ribbon cable coming from the USB-C port and the USB-C charging PCB need it. So this comes with your USB-C kit that you can get from Shiitake Customs. Once you wire this up, it's permanently going to be here on the ProffieBoard. Now you probably ask, once it's installed, how will I get to the SD card, because this is going to be in the way? Well, there's two different ways, and there's really no other way to do this with the way the hilt is set up. But one way, you could leave it upright and just use 2 small beads of glue here so that you could pop up the ProffieBoard in the future, but no one wants to do that. So my suggestion is to flip it upside down, as you see here. And then once everything's installed, you'll still be able to get to the SD card. The only thing you won't be able to get to is the reset buttons, which honestly I've never had to use in 5 years. If you absolutely have to use them, I would not glue this down hard. I would use 2 beads of glue, which is what I do anyway. I've never had a Proffie pop up. This way you could pop off those 2 beads of hot glue, or gap filling super glue works the same way, and you could pop it up and get to the resets, but you may never need to do that. But either way, this is what we have.